Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. Welcome to the first episode of my Empire Total War Darthmod Great Britain campaign. Now guys, to start this episode off, if this video can hit 100 likes, yes, 100 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today of the Great Britain campaign. So guys, welcome to the new campaign. This will be replacing the United States campaign, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. So, let's get straight and right into it. So, let's overline our strategy for this. I feel like Empire is like a new game for me. It was a very much toss-up between Austria, Sweden, and Great Britain. I think Austria would be quite cool being like a landlocked sort of nation, and then, well, I guess that's the incorrect term. Landlocked means there's no ports. But, yeah, there's one there, and they also have Flanders. My mistake, but it'll be really cool. Obviously, they don't have any overseas colonies, so would Sweden. So, after this campaign, if you guys are still enjoying Empire Total War, I most likely will do one of those two. But there's like an abundance of factions, and like I said, this is basically a new game to me because I've only started playing it and really gotten into it over the last couple of months. But let's talk about the strategy before we get into the depths of infrastructure, the politics and the diplomacy. So obviously, we start off with the United Kingdom and Ireland now. Currently at war, actually we'll go into diplomacy, we'll tie into this. We're currently at war with France and the Barbary states, allied with Austria, the Maratha Confederacy, the Confederacy, Hanover, and Portugal, the Indian tribe, but a lot of trade partners as well. So Europe-wise, I want to try take Paris, Strasbourg, Berg, and Koreska as quickly as possible. Try eliminate France out of Europe. Now, I am playing on World Class this time around. Not World Class, that's FIFA. World Domination, rather said. I'm also playing 4 turns per year on a late campaign as Great Britain, and I will explain why. Basically because the United States has been reformed. So let's move over to the Americas now. United States-wise, I want to make an alliance with them as quickly as possible. Obviously, once they became a nation, I'm not really too sure how many times Great Britain obviously tried to retake the Americas. I'm assuming it was a couple of times. But once they lost their overseas colonies in America, Great Britain actually tried to expand colonies in other sides of the world, such as my country. So, thanks America. Being an Australian, they pumped more money, resources into building a penal colony. So, thanks, America. Right, now I want to make them my ally. I might even be inclined to give them money, obviously, and even some land in Europe. I want the United States to prosper. I could quite possibly give them France, have a central hold, a big chunk in Europe. How cool would that be? But at the moment, we can't actually ally with them because they are allies with France. They are sort of unhappy with me, but I'm hopefully going to change that. But if we can get rid of France, that won't be a problem. Now, obviously, we do have most of Canada. We're going to be pushing the French out of this fort here. What have we got? Upper Louisiana and Lower Louisiana. The French have a couple of islands here. So that's what we're going to be doing. Obviously, I want to keep my hold here just in case the United States betrays. I have no ill will. I want to flourish and make them a big powerhouse. That's why I kind of went with this. You get a bit more start on territories instead of doing an earlier campaign. So I want the United States to be one of my main allies. We probably could take out some of the Cherokee nations or something. Maybe even those plain nations. So that's what we're going to do, obviously build a big army here. Right, let's go over to India, which is really quite interesting. At the moment, we are allied with the Maratha Confederacy. However, we're not with the Mughals. We currently start off with Calcutta and Cuttack in the Bengali region. So, obviously, India is a huge economical powerhouse. So if we probably can push against the Mughals, not just yet, that'll be the third thing I do. I don't really, obviously, I think it's better to focus on one continent first and do that at a time instead of just spreading all your resources thinly and then could quite possibly being attacked. But once we build up a bigger economy and get started in Europe and the Americas, we'll push over to India and push against the Mughals. Depending if the Marathians don't push into them. We might even push into Afghanistan and even the Middle East somewhat. Who's this? Persia, Baghdad, Azerbaijan. Not cool. But let me know in the comment section down below if you disagree with any of these plans, or you might be saying an overwhelming suggestion that I'm not lacking in. But that's basically the crux of the campaign. So this will be replacing the American campaign. So I think that's basically the overlying plan. That's what the series is going to be heading. Obviously, the plans will change slightly, but that's what I really want to do throughout this series. So we've already been talking to 5 minutes. Let's actually get into some gameplay. So let's go into government. Let's see what we're working with. Politics. That's not, the tax rate's not too good. Ministers, right? Obviously we have our monarch, George III, king and country. Okay, Robert Walpole, -10 diplomatic relations. I really don't like that. Navy, repression, upkeep, nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him. Yeah, so at least we get some better diplomatic relations now. Right, diplomacy-wise, we'll just go into research and technology because it won't take too long. Right, obviously we have a really good abundance of military units. We can pretty much start rushing from the get-go, and that's what I plan to do. But we'll go with modern bayonet drill and diamond formation. We'll try run our enemies off the field. Advanced firing enables line firing and advanced drilled. That might be better than the diamond formation. Enables cavalry diamond formation, replaces the wedge formation. Yeah, I'd much rather go with that in Inverness in Scotland. Right, what have we got here? Building browser, lists, objectives. If you want to know what my objectives are, they are to hold 65 regions in 1,818. Well, why did I say 1,000? 1899. And we only need to hold England. We just need more territories. Right. Let's get into diplomacy. Well, I want to obviously make the United States as happy with me as possible. So I'm going to present a gift of some the finest China. Friendly. Do they want a trade agreement? No. But I'll try to woo them somewhat. I might even do one more just to sweeten it. Okay, so let's leave with them. Austria, probably want a trade rights. They're probably going to be one of my strongest allies. Let's try to get a trade right with you. Unacceptable. Why? Great Britain. We're allies with Austria, Marathons. Okay, who can we get trade rights with? Ottoman Empire. Yeah, the thing about the Ottomans, if I get an alliance with them, will obviously make me lag quite somewhat. Russia. Let's actually see who's happy with me in general. Russia is really happy with me for some reason. Holy shit. And a couple of these other regions. Right, let's negotiate with Russia for trade. 1,000. Fuck, no way. There's no way I can even afford that. We don't have that much money, but I will offer 1,000 because I don't know if we're going to get much more trade rights from anyone else. Their demands 5,000 military access for 5. No, they're being way too difficult. There's no point in negotiating with you. Spain, hostile. They're not at war with... It'd probably be a smart idea to get an alliance with Spain if we can. Do they want trade? No. I might actually give you a gift as well. I want to change my diplomatic relations with you. I want to obviously get good with them. And eventually get an alliance. Prussia, Ottomans. Yeah, I guess they'll probably accept trade. No, are you serious? Why does no one want to trade with me? What about the United Provinces? I'm probably actually going to go to war with them at some point. No. How about some minor nations, indifferent? Really, I'm quite surprised that no one wants to trade with me. How about these guys? No. Maybe it's because we haven't got that many resources or something. I'm not entirely sure. What about Savvy? Savoy. Huh. That is incredibly interesting. We're not actually getting that much money from trade now. Alright, let's have a look at England. For some reason we have an army that's already crossed the channel. That's going to get absolutely torn up. So we're going to definitely move it back. I don't want to push upon France just yet. So we'll move my army back to England. We're better consolidating our forces. Firstly. But however, I do want to obviously control most of the channel. Now, what ships have we got? I need to look at lists and have a look at our fleets. So we got a fleet in the Caribbean. We got 2 fleets in the Caribbean. Oh, we've got the Caribbean. Oh, we got the Caribbean as well. I totally forgot about that. There's going to be a lot of micromanaging before we even get into some serious battles. So in the northwest there. And then in India. Okay, we'll just try rally these up before I forget, because I feel like I will forget, because there's just... Why don't we rally out with our ships all at once? Makes no sense. Also need to get on some trade nodes as quickly as possible, because they aren't the best ships. But so let's start off with England. Let's get into economy. I want to obviously try push the French out of Europe as quickly as possible. It's probably being a little bit more aggressive than what I need to be, but it's definitely worth it. So what have we got here? I don't usually like what the game starts as. I don't like grenadiers. I would prefer a lot of line infantry, so let's disband that and that. Line infantry is what I really do enjoy in this game. Light infantry. Yeah, I'm not really interested in them. Alright, so we've got dragoons, regiment of horse. I usually like 3 lots of artillery, 4 lots of cavalry, and the rest of line infantry. So we'll go with the 33rd. What have we got here? No. So we'll go with line infantry, basically. I would like 1 more piece of artillery, though. 12. I want the cavalry one. I don't necessarily want those they're not howitzers, but... Alright, let's disband them. And we'll put 3 here. I do actually prefer heavy cavalry instead of dragoons as well. But basically that's where that's going. Right, military-wise up in the north as well. The Scottish Highlanders, elite infantry, they're going to be absolutely instrumental to the campaign. Royal Irish Regiment as well. Let's get a couple of them in here. That is a lot of our money going. But if we can push into France, we'll make our money back really, really quite quick. So... military-wise, we're pushing quite heavily now. Let's actually just put some money into the economy. Probably into trade. What are these ports? It's a lot harder than the Americas, because... oh no, fuck it, we won't do ports. Because at least you know what to go with. There's a lot of micromanaging in this, what's going to take a while. Obviously, you want to put money into trade because that's pretty significant. But then, obviously, you want to put it into the land economy just in case all your ports get blocked off. Alright, I think there's not much else we can do here in England. Agents-wise, I haven't even looked into that. So we have a gentleman. Now, the thing with gentlemen is you need to put them into your colleges because they really help. So we have a college at Inverness. In the north, in Scotland. Is this a gentleman here? Yeah, so go north. We also have a university at... I'm assuming it's Oxford. That's just a guess. Cambridge. My mistake. So where's Cambridge? Where the hell's Cambridge? Am I blind? Where the hell's Cambridge? Oh, there. I am blind. That's not Cambridge. Where the fuck's Cambridge? Let's have a go back into technologies. I guess that's Cambridge, is it? No, that's a... oh, no, it is Oxford just there. Well, that's it. I'm so confused. Regardless, we have a gentleman in France. We also have a gentleman in Dublin. Yeah, we'll go down to Oxford just there. We also have a priest in the Bengali region. We also have a priest. Yeah, because there's a lot of Irishmen there. Why are you in New Spain? I guess causing unrest somewhat. Okay, and then we have my spy in France. 60. No, he won't infiltrate that. We'll just stay pretty close there though and have an eye on it. Right, we have ships here as well. We're gonna need a big navy to hold the channel as well. Might even like not recruit some infrastructure just so we can get some more ships. Okay, let's now move over to America. A lot of stuff we have to get through in this campaign. So where are my armies mostly? So we have a fort here. I want to obviously consolidate my forces at Quebec and Montreal. Now we do have a small army here. Wonder if we can take that. One lot of cannons and one lot of professional line infantry. Colonial. Let's just auto-resolve. Defeat. Nah. Probably could have played it and won, but I was trying to avoid it because it wouldn't be worth playing. Okay, but now we know that's not very garrisoned, is it? All right, we have an army up at Moose Factory, so we'll move that down to Montreal. Now, when they cross the border, they can go through there, but I wouldn't imagine they would. So let's like consolidate our army. Quebec is the capital, but Montreal's probably going to be more exposed. So we'll move like that, or maybe that's won't make them too unhappy or something stupid. So, not the best army, but better than nothing. Once these reinforcements come, they should be fine. Down in the Caribbean, which I always seem to forget about, that we actually have some regions here. I also want to get on some trading nodes as quickly as possible, because I'm pretty sure we're not actually on any at the moment. We don't start off on any. No. So let's get on top of that as quickly as possible. These guys, we'll probably send you first. What about here? We do need to obviously hold a strong naval presence. So maybe we'll send these two to go along with them. And we'll just keep this. The thing about navies is that they've got huge movement points, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's send you to... We'll split, okay? But then once if we find some French there, go to the South America. Okay, and on that note, I think we're done with America for the time being. Let's quickly go over to India. I don't think we're going to be doing much here at the moment. Like I said, I don't really want to be expanding there just yet. So I'm trying to think. I do want to keep, obviously, a strong standing military. Especially here. I thought we're getting... Oh, how much are we getting per turn? 500. Okay. What's here? The Mughal Empire. Protestant. We need to obviously start changing that as well. Right, we do have a pretty big fleet here, but I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem. That's Portuguese. There's a small French fleet here. I do want to destroy them. But in saying that, I also want to move on to some more trade nodes. So let's actually just quickly take it out. Quite easy. What?! No fucking way. No way. What was in that fleet? Oh, I didn't actually. I just assumed that. Seeing as it was, what were they? Ah, they were 5,000. Well, that's a setback. So now, hopefully, that doesn't fuck up the campaign too much, because they were meant to be my ships to go into those trade nodes. That's why you need a big standing fleet as well. Oh, that shit me off. Oh well, not much else we can do. Let's have a look at the public order and stuff. It's actually quite okay here. America, there was only Scotland that wasn't looking too happy. Right, I think we've nearly done the first turn. Not much else we can do. Like I said, it takes a little while. We're 20 minutes into this part. Holy shit. I do hope I'm not boring you too much. Right, yeah, I want this fleet to stay in the channel somewhat. That's going over there. We're building an army so we can push against France as quickly as possible. Diplomacy-wise, there's not actually much else we can do because no one wants to get trade with us. What is our trade? From the Americas, we're exporting sugar, fur pelts, India spices. Okay, well, let's do a save. I will try to get a battle in this part, however, if we don't get one within the next 10 minutes, we're in the part. Okay, the United States trade rights, their demands, joint stocks, national debt. Yes, I'm quite happy to accept that. Give them some technologies. If we can get these off and running, I probably shouldn't have given them like national debt. Just in case they betray me. But getting trade rights with them, and obviously we can slowly get some better relations. Okay. I haven't seen this in ever. Holy shit. Dual challenged received, because I don't usually use gentlemen's. Defendant, challenger, fencing skill, quite on par, shooting skill. Well, obviously we're not going to use shooting, because I reckon he'd rinse us. He's got 5, we've got 2, so let's use our sword. And we're being attacked here by the French in the channel. Retreat. And they're probably going to run us down here. This isn't good. We've actually lost a lot of our fleets. Military access, no. I'm not negotiating with the Mughals whatsoever. But guys, if you are enjoying this Great Britain campaign, please leave a like. I'd really much appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't, to keep up to date with future uploads of this campaign and any other Total War on my channel. Give their technology selective breeding, no. Unlike with I totally forgot I have Gibraltar. Now, I've actually wanted to get an alliance with Spain. They're actually offering me now. However, I have to give them Gibraltar. Having Spain as a military ally would be really good, but I know how the English love Gibraltar. I think I'm going to accept it. Yeah, I do apologise to my British viewers. We gave Gibraltar back to the Spanish. Military alliance. Sweden wants a military alliance as well. This is awesome. We're starting to become a powerhouse here to fight against the French. Trade writings to the United States. Perfect. Yes, Sweden, you can be my ally. So, we've picked up how many? So, Sweden, Spain. I don't even know, like, I didn't even realise we had Gibraltar, to be perfectly honest. We could actually even push into Northern Africa against the Barbary States, maybe Morocco. Yeah, it's not like Gibraltar was actually worth that much anyway. It's probably just going to piss off Spain. War declared. Poland and Lithuania versus Russia. Prussia, sorry. Fleet arrives. Our fleets are at some of the trade nodes now. However, I don't honestly know how long we're going to be able to hold it, seeing we're just getting absolutely wrecked by the French. But we'll hold it there. And the recruitment report in England, but now we've got some more money as well. So let's continue to, how many turns? 3 turns, so we get some Scottish Highlanders, and then we can get the Royal Irish Regiment as well. Money wise as well, I need a fleet, so that's the thing, isn't it? And we're currently getting blocked off here. Where's my second biggest port? Portsmouth. Yeah. We need a fleet. We need a huge fleet. So that's where basically my money's going to go, I think. We lost their fleet here, which is atrocious. Also probably want to be recruiting slops at all of my ports so they can't actually take them as well. So they can't attack them, because that's always fucking annoying. However, we don't have the money to even do that tactic as well. This fleet sendings is going to be incredibly exposed here. I might actually move it to the Americas, but at the moment we won't have a problem in the Americas much, I wouldn't believe. Maybe here. So I'm nearly half tempted to move this fleet back over to England, Great Britain. Simply because we are at war with the French, but they don't actually have that big of a military a fleet presence here. Do have a couple of armies here. We're better probably pushing them off at home. So let's move over to Europe. Move this fleet back. I might even just keep my fleet like hiding here, because we can come back and rally up at some point. So we'll just hide them in Russia, in this little cove here. Okay. Continuing to build a bigger fleet. Let's have a look here and the Americas, because we were moving troops at some point. Hopefully over. Alright, let's... Oh, what are these guys doing? The United States, 105 plus. That's perfect. Very friendly Russia. Trade rights, unacceptable. Ottomans. They are actually war with Russia, but I would like to still trade with you if you can. Not trading any technologies. Austria, trade. No. I find it interesting that no one seems to want to trade with us. Regardless, let's have a quick look at India. Let's see if no one's pushing or anything. Alright, let's do another save. And end the turn. Slowly building up our economies, building some armies. Obviously we are concentrating on two theatres. Now, the United Provinces, military alliance, not really inclined to, but I am happy with trade. I don't really want to give you technology either, so I'll just offer you a straight trade. No, I'm sorry. I feel like if we weren't at war with France, they probably would have been one of the first factions that I attack. Austria. I don't want to give that many of... I don't really want to give any more people technology, because we obviously do have a head start on that. If I can avoid it, I will. As much as possible. No, Mughals, go away. But, I don't think there's going to be a battle in this part. I do apologise. Trade rights. No, I'm not going to give you selective breeding. If you want trade, you can have trade like that. Okay, agent recruited. France. New France, that is. Fleet arrives. Perfect. Recruitment report. We've actually got our awesome units. So how far is the movement on this? Yeah, it's pretty huge, if I do say so myself. So we'll go into just to the north here. We'll rally up as well. How long is the fleet going to take to get here? It's absolutely hooning. But at least in Europe now that we've got Spain, Sweden, Austria on our side, Russia's really quite happy with us. We're in a pretty good place, if I do say so myself. So now we've got a huge fleet here. Let's move you out. We've nearly actually in time to do the slop tactic of building slops in all my ports, just so we can not lose them, because trade is huge in this game, and especially being England. I keep on saying England, I think. It's Great Britain, that's what we are. It'll stop trade it. Well, it does cost a bit, but we'll make our money back quite significantly as well. Okay, so that's actually, yeah, we'll recruit one slop there. We'll move you there. Also want to repair here. Gonna need a slop there at one point. Hang on, I might just move you out. Move you in there. Perfect. The slop's being recruited here. And there also should be a slop there at some point, but we'll have a bigger army here. Right, fleet, sorry. Let's have a look at Scotland. We have the Scottish Highlanders. Awesome stuff. Move into London. And we'll have the Royal Irish Regiment as well, pushing across a couple more turns. But at the moment, still looks like France is quite undefended. Are they actually attacking Austria or something? They are too. Maybe I should not wait for those heavy units. Maybe I should actually push over into France now, just in case Austria attack Paris. So I want Paris for myself. If I can. Have a slop transport us over. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. Alright, let's move over. Let's attack Paris. Oh, that is a huge, huge garrison. Even though it's militia. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to risk that. Well, I kind of bitched it. To be perfectly honest. Let's embark and let's move back to England if we can. It was a good, it was a good test. Why can't we disembark now? There we are. We're like nearly out of movement points. Regardless, we're back to safety. Okay guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it. If you have watched all the way through and really want to fuck with the other subscribers, put in the comment section down below Simpzy likes turtles. I really like doing that. I only do it ever so often, but guys, if you watched all the way through, put in the comment section down below Simpzy likes turtles. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. My name has been Simpzy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.